Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. NK Visions, good morning. Mew User, good morning. SM, good morning. Bill Boyle, yes. Hello, my Bill. How are yous? Good morning. It's Saturday. JL Haba. Good morning to you. Hello, everybody. Good morning, small trader. Good to see you. Good to see yous. JDM, yes it is. Hello, my JDM. Sue Felicia, yes. Let's go, let's go, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. No holding back, just go, go, hanging lights, go, 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 go. Cheering, go, 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 go. Mr. Dave, that's how it's done. Mr. Dave. Elio, yes. That's it. That's how it's done. JL Haba. Hello, Travis. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Are we ready to learn? Are we ready to learn? User, yes. Yes, it is. As you can see, everybody, what do we notice here about Tesla? Whoop. What do we know about Tesla's price action? These are our levels from yesterday that we put in for all of you. Okay. What do we know about Tesla? I mean, folks, you gotta start getting this stuff down, okay? You gotta start paying attention to what's happening when you trade every day. You gotta start paying attention to your state, your levels, everything. This whole thing about guessing and praying that maybe you'll make money, aren't you sick and tired of it? Like, when does it finally click in your brain, other than quitting? There's a way to do this. Right? I mean, you look at this chart, you got a double deuce right at the support level we marked out yesterday. That is a double bottom right there, traders. Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? Huh? And if we look at the state, we're in this neutral wide state. Here's your double bottom. Where do you think, for the love of God, you are going? You're not going down. You're not going down. Yesterday I said 100 times, look this way, look that way. So when you get your double bottom, it's like some of you don't even know what that is. You don't know what state you're in. Okay? So you got to get angry. You got to say, I need to learn this. Enough is enough in the market for you. Right? It's probably another red week for all of you. That is a double bottom play. You take this with everything you got. Okay? Back to the upside because of the state. But you're not confident because you don't know the states that you're in. So when you see this wide state, where do you think you're going? We go over it every day on here. Every weekend, we go over it. Because you don't know what you're doing. Mr. Dave with the $1.99. I'm more angry for you than you are for you. It's almost like I care more about your success trading than you care about your success in trading. That's the problem here. When I sucked, I got mad. I'm going to get this right. And that's what you need to do. So right here, this play to the downside, you're waiting. As you are coming down. The amateur trader is looking to short. They think they're bleeding out. What you want to do as a real professional trader is say, come down harder, farther and harder. You're not jumping in on this to the downside. You are waiting for the reversal. You're waiting for the reversal play. Come down. You could have took this one right here back to the 20. Your double bottom play is always going to be stronger. Your triple bottom play will be stronger than your double bottom play. Okay? So these are the things you need to know. You got to be a sniper out there. You are a sniper. Miss Market is going to give it to you, and then you snipe, and you go get it. All right, that was Tesla yesterday. On the Googaroonies. Where is he? Where's that JDM? Let's take these off. So yesterday in the market, me and one of our coaches in our VIP, we took this short right here. Woo! We took that short. Why did we take that short? Why did we take that short? Me and him. Does anybody have a clue? Somebody out there. Hello! Somebody tell me. Why did we take that short? This is called a COR. For most of you that don't know that, that is called a cycle out reversal. We trade the market cycle. Okay? We trade the market cycle over and over. We do not go long here to the upside. Few things to talk about here, okay? Number one, we are far from that 8. We got plenty of room to come back down to that 8 on the cycle out reversal. We do not short into support. We do not go long into resistance. So we had plenty of room on that short. What else do we know about this? Okay? Look at the state for the love of God. Okay? We are in a bearish neutral state. Okay? You have to know this. When this 20 starts coming up and we are here, our price action is already up here. What do we know? All roads lead back to the 20. All roads, whether you like it or not, all roads are coming back to that 20. Okay? On the 5-minute, all roads are coming back to that 20. All roads, no matter how you like it. So when we saw this cycle, let me move this over, cycle out reversal, why were we confident in this trade? We were too far from the 20 on the 2, too far from the 8. Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? We're coming back to the 20. Jesse, only Dan. Yes, Mr. Dave, J.L. Hama. We got 10 more hanging lights. Is Mr. Dave going to do all the work by himself? Let's go. Let's go. So, the difference between a trader who is trained properly and the difference between a trader who doesn't know what they're doing is this. The trader that doesn't know what they're doing, they're trying to go long here. They think they're going to the moon. Google, oh, it went up the other day. We're going to the moon. It's going. No, you're not. You don't know what you're doing. That's why you're losing. Okay? Two things. We got a cycle out reversal coming up right here. Once this red takes out that green, the party is over until the next cycle move. Okay? The next move is over. So another thing you have to realize, my beautiful traders, that is our move to the upside. That is the 50% zone. What do we talk about in here? What do we know that happens at the 50% zone? 296. We marked it out again yesterday. If we stay above 296, woo, that way, that way, that way, that way, right? You don't know that. You're just guessing. Under 250.96, we're going that way. Okay? You must know your retracement levels at all times, my beautiful traders. We are here to help you. We are here to help you. Look at that 50% yesterday. Did you ever break under that 50% mark yesterday on Google? Did we? Did we get under that by 2 p.m.? No. So what are you looking for? Longs. You're waiting for the A+ setup. Do you see this now? Hello, Abdel. Hello, JJ. Mr. Dave. User. Me user. Travis. Do you all see it now? Most of you are trying to take shorts over here. You're trying to short into the 200. Folks, we do not short into support. We do not short into support. Another thing, traders, what do you notice here? Uno, dos. What do we notice right there, traders? Thank you, Hammer, Norman, Zen. Yes, it is. Thank you guys so much for those donations. It's a double bottom again. Technically, you got a triple bottom right here. Okay? And you're still above the 50% level when you're triple bottoming? Where do you think you're going? Triple bottom, okay? Whammo! Look at that thing go above the 50%. And you're fiddling around here trying to short into support. You see the difference of knowing what to do and what not to do? And this takes time. You're not going to notice all of these things right away. I've been looking at these charts for 21 years. And for the first 10, it was a disaster. It was an absolute disaster. But you're not going to come into the market and think you're going to do good. You're not going to create some bot and think you're going to do good. You're not going to copy trade and think you're going to do good. Here's a very good trader and somebody I've gotten to know who trades penny stocks, who's one of the top penny stock educators in America. He just did a study on alerts, okay? People who sell alerts. He just did a study on it where they tell you when to get in. Do you know he lost every single trade? He lost every single trade. And he did it for you. He did it for each and every one of you to show you it is bullshit. The three things he found was by the time he got the alert, the the stock already made its move. So he was trying to long up here, and it kept reversing on him. What do I constantly tell you? Market cycle. All roads lead back to the 20. By the time you get an alert, you have to hope you are still in the A+ setup, which you're not going to be. So the stock had already made its move. Number two, he noticed that the person giving the alerts didn't know what they were doing. Because where you should have bought, he said, no, you don't buy there, even if you caught it at that spot. So number two was they didn't know what they were doing. They were making money off the alert. Okay? They did not know. The move was already over. They did not know. Okay? Do we understand this? Stop the bullshit, everybody. You must learn how to trade. You. If you become a trader, you have now accepted the responsibility of doing this right. If you say, I'm going to become a trader, I want to learn how to do this, you now have opened the door to saying, I'm going to learn how to do this right. So a couple things. Now, folks, listen, before you make this decision, you better make sure you're disciplined. You better make sure you're disciplined, or Miss Market's going to whip you into discipline. You better make sure you're patient. Okay? You must have these two things in order to do this correctly. Because if not, you're going to run away and quit and blame everybody but yourself. Oh, it's too expensive. Oh, this doesn't work. Not me. Okay? Fight or flight. You're quitting. Nothing works. If I can't figure it out, nobody's going to figure it out. Because you don't have discipline or patience. You're going to go on to the next thing and you're going to quit that. You're going to go on to the next thing and you're going to quit that. You're going to go on to the next thing and you're going to quit that. How many of you that are in here right now, before we get to some education, how many of you in here right now have quit more than two things in your life? Put me in the chat. If you started something and quit 2 or more times, put it in the chat. Let's see who's vulnerable. Let's see who's vulnerable. Yep. If you quit more than 3 times, put me. If you quit more than 4 times, put me. If you quit more than 5 times, put me. You have become a chronic quitter. That is what you have become. It's not that you can't do it, it's that you subconsciously now have convinced yourself that anything you do, you will not be good at. That is what you have done. And that in itself is another whole thing that you must get yourself out of. Okay? So, folks, let me first say this. You can do this. Everyone in this room right now can do this. You can become a trader. I promise you that. The question is, will you go through the pain of being able to be a good trader? Will you withstand the losses? When you think you just figured it out and then you have a crushing loss, will you be able to move forward? That is the question. Are you able to do that? When you say and make a rule, I will not take more than 3 trades a day, can you keep the promise you make to yourself? If you start taking 4 trades, 5 trades, you are failing. You are failing you. I don't care if you won on the market. It is going to turn into a disaster. I'm telling you right now, because you are breaking the rules you have made to yourself. If you can't keep a promise you make to yourself, you're screwed. You are screwed. I don't want you as a friend. I'll be there at 10 o'clock. Okay, you don't show, or you're late. All right, traders, this is very important. Okay. Yesterday, here was our whip zone. Here is the whip zone. Here's the first candle of the day. What state are we in? What state are we in, everybody? Davion, Marcus, yes, it is. We got 7 more hanging lights. Hammer those things. Narrow? This isn't a narrow state. That's not narrow. This is a bearish neutral state. When you hear this noise yesterday morning, you are not going long. You are not going long. You are in a bearish neutral state. How the hell can you go long? I told you it was going to be whippy. Look at this first tail. It can't, it's struggling. No, struggling. No, struggling. Whammo! And that's where JDM and I hit it. Whammo! And you're trying to go long. You're trying to go long. You are in a bearish neutral state. The state of Google yesterday was bearish. In order for this to become bullish, what needs to happen? In order for this to become bullish, what needs to happen? You got to become narrow again. Why, by golly, I think we've got it. Okay? You got to become narrow. Look. Narrow. Whammo. Narrow. Whammo. Neutral. No, you're coming back. Because all roads lead back to the 20. The 20 and the granddaddy are always going to come back together again. Always, 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 always. I want you all to right now, please go get a rubber band. Who has rubber bands in their house? Go get one. I'm serious. Go get a rubber band. I want you to take this rubber band and I want you to stretch it as far as you can. If you stretch it too far, what's going to happen? If you stretch it too far, it's going to snap. It's going to snap. These are your rubber bands. These here are your rubber bands. You spread it apart, it comes back together. You spread it apart, it comes back together. These are your rubber bands. That's the way you look at it. When we get too far wide, you got to look the other direction because you're coming back. The problem with a lot of you is when we're stretched, you're trying to go long because you were meant to be taught you're going to the moon. You're not going to the moon. You are always coming back. Always. Over and over and over. Okay? It doesn't matter. You are getting away. You are coming back. You are getting away. You are coming back. You are not going long. Here it is again. Away. Back. Okay? You get away. We're bleeding out. Back. Bleeding out. Back. Okay? Going to the moon. Whammo! We're coming back. The rubber band cannot be stretched. And once you start realizing that, market cycle, your trading will change drastically. Drastically. I'm telling you right now, it will be drastic. But you're playing around with this RSI, this MACD, this volume, all this BS. What are you doing? Your chart should be as clean as a baby's ass right here. That is your chart. This is what your chart looks like. If your chart, for the love of God, looks like this, please, folks, you need help and you need help quick. MACD, volume, what are you doing? Bollingers, trend lines. Whoa, we're going to connect the dots. La, la, la. Right? That's what your chart looks like. If you took a stranger and brought him to your trading station and opened up your chart and your chart looks like this, they're going to think, if you have young kids, that they did this to your chart. Think about that. This looks like a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old did set up your charts. What are we doing? How are you trading like this? For all of you that have charts that look like this, right now, put me in the chat. You got to own it. You got to own it. Put me in the chat. Who's got charts that look like this? Holy hell! Holy hell! And if you have a look at all these me's in here, and if you have a chart that looks like this, how is your trading going? How is it going? Right? You have your swings. Whoa, I got a winner. Whoa, I got a loser. Winner, loser, winner, loser, winner, loser, winner, loser, winner, loser. What are we doing? What are we doing here, everybody? Are you better than this? You know yourself deep down inside. Are you better than this? Okay? My grandfather always told me, and I've told you this a million times, show me the inside of your car, I will tell you the person that you are. Right on the money. Show me the inside of your car, and I will tell you the person that you are. Hasn't failed yet. Hasn't failed yet. It's insane. It's insane. When I go into someone's car for the first time and it's an absolute disaster, they're an absolute disaster. The rubber bands, mark that down. The rubber bands, mark it down. Okay? Another thing, on the 20th, right here, what do we notice? Where do we open on the 20th? Where are we opening? We actually took this short on the 20th as well. Where is it opening? Position 3. What are you not doing? Going long. You have to come back first. Folks, just like the granddaddy and the daddy cannot extend the rubber band, your position works the same way, okay? So if the rubber bands have to come back together, when you're in the wrong position, you have to come back first. Then you come back to position 2. You go to position 3, and then it's over. It's the same thing. When your position gets extended, you are coming back. All right? Do we got it? Let's look at Amazon. But Voss, it's just that stock, man. Show me some others, man. Show me some others, man. Okay. We're going to the moon. No, you're not. The rubber bands are coming back together. You're too far from the 20. All roads, whoop, lead back to the 20. Over and 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 over. And over. But it doesn't work for crypto, Voss. It doesn't work for crypto, man. It doesn't work for crypto, man. It doesn't work, man. It's a different instrument. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, we're bleeding out. No, you're not. We're bleeding out. Look. We're going to the moon. No, you're not. You're coming back. Are we having fun yet? Quickbrook, Rylan, Shelley, Stringer. Yes. Not EMAs. Amateurs use EMAs. Listen, we are at 6 hanging lights. Before we continue, we got to clear up this goal. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go! Is there any way to find upcoming news so I can avoid not trading in extreme volatility? The news, the news, the news. Good question, Kevin. Yes. 10 o'clock, major news comes out. You got to watch that 11 a.m. As well, okay? All your turnover times, watch out for your news. Also, there's plenty of news websites out there that you can look. The one I use the most is called, let me get it for you. I will get it for you right now. Mr. Kevin and everybody else, you want to use fxstreet.com. fxstreet.com. That is your news. fxstreet.com. Okay? You're welcome, Ryland. Traders, if you love trading, if you really love this thing we call trading and you want to learn how to do this, I have a VIP education community where most of these people here are from. You are going to head over to the VossTrading.com right here, or click the link in my YouTube or TikTok bio. $49.99 a month, $50 a month, and you are going to get the training of a lifetime on how to trade the market. I will promise you that. You are going to learn all of this. VIPers, do you love the VIP? If you love the VIP, put red hearts in the chat. If you love the VIP, put red hearts in the chat. Only way you're going to learn. I'm going to tell you that right now. We are going to pull this back here. And this is Amazon, everybody. Thank you for the hanging lights. We got 3 more. Hammer those things. We have Amazon here on the 18th. We put in our whip zone. Yes, it is. Okay, that was our whip zone. You could go back to the YouTube recordings and look. You look at all these red hearts everywhere. Yes. Yes. Right here, my brother. Amazon, right here. Look. And the time frame will be right there. Okay? Let me move this over a smidge for you. How's that? All right? Amazon, we are in a narrow state. Yes, it is. Here's our whip zone. Major resistance to the upside. Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? So we obviously come down. We get a beautiful move out of that narrow state. Now we're going to pull this back, everybody. Okay? We're going to pull this back right now for you. That is our move to the downside. See it? 228 is our 50% zone. Do you see it breaking over there yet? Have we broken over it yet? Did we break over the 50% mark? No. So what are you looking to do, Only Dan? What are we looking to do? We're looking for shorts. If you miss this move, you got this move. We have to break over that 50% mark. 228. 228. Did we do it? Did we do it? No. No, sirree, Bob. Okay? So we're not looking that way unless you are looking for reversals. Reversals. Sue Felicia, double bottom. Whammo. Do we see it? Okay? So what I need you all to do is this. I need you all to learn this market cycle. If you don't learn the market cycle, stop trading. Quit. I want you to quit right now. Just quit because you're never going to be consistent. You may have some winners here and there. You're going to have big losers. You'll have, of course, you're going to get lucky and have a few small winners, but you're going to, in the end, every month you are going to be red. Okay? So if equity curve on your journal right now, if it looks like this, okay? Look, this is where I want you to draw your trend line. If anytime you're going to draw a trend line, it's going to be on your equity curve on your journal. Your journal is all your trades that you have taken, okay? And you put them in your journal, and it's going to draw out your equity curve. If your equity curve looks like this and it is going down, you're losing. This is what a depositor's equity curve looks like, okay? Right around here, they're depositing again. Right around here, they're depositing again. Right around there, they're depositing again. Right around here, the party's over. You will do it 3 times. It's the rule of 3. When you hit your 4th time about to deposit, you quit. Am I right? How many of you will quit after 3? Isn't that amazing? Okay? And then you come back a couple months later, you get all refreshed, you find out how miserable you still are. You hate your job and everything else. And then you come back into the market. And then what happens? Your equity curve looks like this again. What's changed? What did you do for those 2, 3, 4, 5 months that you took off? Nothing. Nada. Zero. Zilch. You just wasted 5 months of your life where you could have been learning how to trade properly. But you just think running away and taking a break, you were going to have this epiphany. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to do good now. But you still don't know duty. You still don't know how to trade. So that is your equity curve. Okay? What I want to do for you, I want to stop you at your tracks right there. Right here. We're going to stop the bleeding right there. You know what this means right here? What happens at this point of your trading career? You get into the VIP, okay? You're still going to lose because you're going to say, I know more than this guy. And you're still going to lose. But eventually you're going to say, wow, well, these other people are listening to him and having success. So you start listening. And then we flatten this out. This starts to flatten out. And then we start to head this direction. Now, a couple things have to happen for this flat to occur. What are they? What is it? Risk. Risk management. That is one of our VIPers' equity curves. All right? That is one of theirs. So we got to stop the bleeding. Risk management. How many of you have good risk management? Put me in the chat. How many of you can honestly say you have good risk management as a trader? You got to own it, guys. In order to get better at this, you got to admit you suck. That was the hardest part for me. That's what took me so long. Only Dan, that's what took me so long. I couldn't admit that I sucked. Now, don't say getting better. Just say you suck at this. All right? You know, are you losing weight? Well, yeah, you know, a little bit. You know, a little bit here. You know, I had the Whopper yesterday, but, you know, no, you suck at this. All right? And no, you don't get better because of me. You get better because of you. You listen, you learn. You still got to put the work in. I'm going to give you the blueprint on how to trade properly. You got to execute it, traders, okay? So risk management, what the hell does that mean, Voss? Well, I'm going to show you right now, my beauties, okay? Risk management. Before you get into a trade, you will know exactly what you're risking and where your reward is on the trade. Raise your hand. When you hit the buy button to go long, do you know exactly what you're risking on your trade? Yes or no? Do you know what you're risking on your trade if you lose it? Do you know where you're getting out? DJ, yes, it's a full course. You got 70,000. You got 70 plus hours worth of educational content in there. You're also going to upload your red trades, and we are going to review them. You are going to upload your green trades, and we are going to review them. I got some trades to review this weekend. Okay? I also give live training, every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You're going to be in an environment like this only for VIP members, and we get to work. Okay? Folks, you have a move to the downside. Okay? This was your move up when the bell went off. That was your gap up. This is your move to the downside. When this screen takes out that red, we are getting in for a long. Okay? Before you hit the buy button above this price to go long, before you hit the buy button, you are going to know exactly what you are risking. You are going to know exactly where you're getting out, and you are going to know exactly where you're getting out for the win. Okay? So before you buy, you will know exactly what you are risking. Write this down. You are going to know exactly where your stop is going to be. And you are going to know exactly where you are getting out for your win. Do we got it? Before you hit that buy button, you are going to know all these three things. But there's a fourth. There's a fourth. Do we know what the fourth one is? And the most important one is? No backup accounts. This is my only account. When you follow me, if anyone messages you, report them and ban them and block them. But make sure you report them. Go says you wouldn't buy that. Okay, we got to do it. We got to do it. Yes, DNA, make sure that you report first. Ghost, the wizard in the room, wouldn't buy there. He says, I'm not buying there. Everyone, right now, I want you to respond to Ghost and tell him he's the wizard of the day. Yes. You know where he's buying? He's buying up here. And you know what? He's going to lose. All right, back to business. We don't care about Ghost. Now listen. What's the fourth one? Break even. Break even. So you are going to learn where to put your break even in. So if this move is starting to work for you, when you hit a certain level, you are going to put that break even in right there and let the trade work. The days of getting in a trade and out in under a minute are over. Days of getting in a trade and out in 30 seconds are over. You are going to let the trade work, but based on your risks will be determined by, is going to be your reward, and you are going to win, and we're going to win the right way. And we're going to teach you how to stay in trades. And if the stock comes back and stops you out, once you earn the right to put your break even in, and you're going to learn when to put the right, when you earn the right, you lose nothing. And we move on to the next setup. This is risk management, folks. Risk. The reason your risk management is so bad is because you don't know where to get in. So as soon as you get into a trade, whoa, it goes against you. Going in for a short, whoop, it goes back up. Long, nope. How many of you get in a trade and within 15 seconds, whammo, 15 seconds, another one, whammo, oh, here's another one, because you're entering on the wrong side of the market cycle. You're never going to win. Never. You'll never win. because the market cycle runs the same cycle every single day. So that's why you're losing the same trades every single day, because your losing trades are in part of the cycle where they are going in the opposite direction of you. You are buying when you should be getting out. You're shorting when you should be buying. So if you're off on the market cycle, your trades are always going to lose. It's common sense. Okay? It is common sense. It's like you ever drive down your street and it has a lot of lights? Is everyone in their town has that one street, it's a light, 20 seconds later, another light, another light. If you hit the first red light, you know you're doomed. Red light, you drive a little bit. Red light, you drive a little bit. Red light. But if you hit the green light, you get green. You're like, yes, this was an easier drive today. I made it the cycle of the lights. Same thing. Market cycle. Same thing. Plano, thank you, my beauty. We still have 2 hanging lights, and we haven't done roses yet. And we are at 62,000 taps only. Why on the weekends do we fall asleep? Why? Hammer those things. Let's go. George Gilbert. Yes. Rev. Yes. Thank you, everybody. It boosts the ALG. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be careful here. All right, here we go, folks. Now, as a group, as a team, let's get some roses. All right, this is what I want to do. Are we ready? I want to know the number one thing you struggle with as a trader. Put it in the chat. What is the one thing you struggle with the most as a trader? How to get into VIP? You're going to head over here, my brother. You are going to head over right here. The Voss Trading dot boom, 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 boom. Or click the link in my YouTube or TikTok bio. Okay? And everything is right there. Entry and exit points. Entry and exit, direction, consistency, and following the rules. What's up, Leons? Force a setup and get poor entry. Yeah, I'm still learning the basics, trying to understand. Okay, so a lot of you seem to be struggling with entries, all right? So this is the market cycle, and you're going to learn this in the VIP extensively. This is how the market cycle runs every single day. It doesn't run perfect like this. There's variations to it. Okay? There is variations to the market cycle. But this is the template of the market cycle. If I number these for you, I love changing the numbers on you. If I number these for you, the reason all of you right now, listen to me right now. This is for all our entries and exit people that are struggling. You're going to want to lock in here. The problem is you are entering for a long on market cycle 2. Okay? That's where you're trying to go long. You're also trying to go long on number 3. Okay? You got me so far? You're trying to go long on number 5. All right? And you are trying to go long on number 7. Okay? And you are trying to go long on number 6. Is everyone following me? Now, if we look at what's left that doesn't have a circle on it, we have a problem. What's the problem here? What's the problem here? You have more wrongs than you have right opportunities, correct? We have more circles than non-circles. So right now, the odds are against you based off the market cycle. So this is why 92% of traders lose in the market every day. 92%. But if you learn the market cycle and you study it and trade it and lose and then start winning, because you're only going to learn how to do this through your losers, okay? You following me? You will stop entering long here. And what's going to happen? Those losers will stop. He says, these are facts. Those are all my losing trade areas. Yes, I know. This is where you're going to lose, everybody. Now, if we back this up, okay, let's back this up. Here we go. You are entering long where, VIP? Let's help them out. Where are we entering long? Here and here. That's it. That's it. Those are the only long positions in the market. What is this one? What setup is this called? A plus. You will learn in the VIP all the A plus setups. What is this called? What setup is this called? Yes, if you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Reversal, correct. These are your reversal positions. But you are trying to take longs here, 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 here. Got a lot of losing to do, huh? That's a lot of losing. Let me show you this. Let's put this into perspective for you. All the red is where you're going to lose if you try to go long in the market. All the yellow is where you're going to win. This one's over here talking about liquidity. You see the difference? So where do you want to go long? Where do you want to go long? 1 and 8. Correct. Yes. That's where you want to go long, my beauties. Okay? Do we got it? Now, that's to go long. Now, if we're going to go short, which most of you probably don't know how to do, where are we going short in the market? Boom! Where are we not going short? Whoa! Whammo! Yes, it is. 2 out of 8. Only times you go short in the market. When you go long, 2 out of 8. That's it. See why traders lose so much? They're trading on the wrong side of the cycle over and over and over. You have a lot of positions to lose. You have a lot of positions to lose. Now you know why when you opened up your broker account and tried to trade options because you really didn't have money to trade and you were looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. Now you know why you lost your account. Put yes if you understand why now. No, not the camera again. I hit the thing down here. Hold on. Hold on. Not that camera again. I hit the button again. Hold on. We'll be right back.